Hello gardening friends, welcome to Backyard Basics. I'm John Dromgoole. Well, a lot of folks are living in apartments and condos these days, and a lot of other folks in their homes don't have a lot of light in the backyard where they might be growing a garden. So there's alternatives. Container gardening is probably one of the best ways of doing something like that. There are many great containers. Even if you're a beginner, there's some that help you out, like these containers right here. Today there are small plants that are designed to fit in some of these containers. You don't have to use a great big old tomato or some of those. You can use some small stuff designed for container gardening. So this kind right here allows you to go out of town for a few days because it's a self-watering container. And in the bottom of this, where the water goes, there's a reservoir, and the water siphons up into the container where the plants are growing, and the roots grow down there. So you don't have to be a great gardener at first in order to be successful. There's small ones. You can grow herbs in them, or spinach in the wintertime, things of that nature, or some of the bigger ones right here for some chard that you would be cutting on a regular basis. So that's a great container, an easy one to grow. They're not expensive, and they'll last a lifetime. There are other containers like these right here. These round ones have the same benefit, that they also water themselves. And so you start them out and you prime it by putting the water in there, and then there's a little hole on one side where you can refill it along the way. These are great too. Some of the plants that can grow in there, there's even small cucumbers, dwarf plants. And then there are these real nice ones that are made out of terracotta. Now you could hang this on the balcony. Look at this nice little wire. It's from the orchid industry, but it works very well for homeowners. You know, one of the things I don't like is to look up there and see an old plastic pot. So these terracotta ones are really, really nice. And one of the other things I like to do, because the terracotta usually has a big hole, I like to put that over it, especially when they're sitting on the ground, like this one right here. This is a great one for, well, for windy spots. They weigh a lot and they won't blow over, so you don't have that kind of a problem. Also, there are many different types of gardens that are larger than the pots these days. And some of these fiber ones are great. You can put it out in the middle of the driveway. There are several different sizes of them. And I think that when it gets down to it, you can garden just the way everybody else does by using one of these containers. So whether it's the soft fabric, the clay, or these self-watering pots right here, you will be very successful in that garden of yours with containers. I'm John Dromgoole for Backyard Basics. I'll see you next time.